Welcome everybody, this is Shifty from Darkspear Horde Supremacists, coming at you with episode 10, Garrisons, changing the way you pay. So, for any new viewers, I just want to start by saying the reason that I'm doing this is because I found out that once they introduced these tokens that there's no reason that we should have to pay to play this game anymore. So I'm just doing a 30-day documentary on going through, looting your garrisons. This is stuff that I had laying around by the time I figured this out. So as soon as I put this simple system together that anyone can do, I didn't have any problems making gold. I've never had to leave my garrison, and it's just all around free for me to play this game now. I haven't paid to play this game in 3 months. I've removed my credit card information off of the subscription. I just go by my day timer, and every 30 days I wind up, or less, I wind up buying a card. In the near future, probably I'm guessing on Thursday, I will be able to do, it's probably going to be about a 2-hour episode, because we're going to do the standard loot all the garrison stuff, loot all the farm stuff on all my characters, and then I'm actually going to go through and craft some things and post some stuff in the auction house, just to give you guys an idea of how fast it is to make this gold. Thursday's episode would be episode 13. So it'll be just before 2 weeks. And as you guys are going to see, just before 2 weeks, I plan on pulling a decent amount of gold. Obviously, I use all my herbs that I get for all my professions and my work orders. Did I go and get that stuff? No, I did not. Yes, I did. Alright. Mining picks are your friend. I'm going to recap on this as well. I farm this Peon's mining pick in every character that I have, even if it doesn't have mining. This is why. Look how fast I mine stuff. Super fast. It's virtually instant. Look, it takes me longer to loot that cart than it does to pick up ore. At least with that mining pig. I do 4 stacks total. Obviously it's 1 for the mining pig and 3 coffees. The reason I only do 3 coffees is because you only get 4 things out of every time you come into your mine. There's only 4 cards. You don't know what you're going to get. So I only use 4 things every time. Try to keep it balanced. If I'm running high on something, I'll start using an extra 1 or 2. that's that for this mine. Off to the profession buildings. We only got 3 work orders because episode 9 I only did. Right, it was shortly before I went to bed. I did episode 9 and then I did a little late night PvP action, some 2s. Started experiencing some lag and then wound up going to bed. I'm sure you could watch on my screen when I hit a button and it's glowing and like it's being used, but it doesn't be used until much later. I'm sure you can see that on the stream, on the videos. Makes me want to get a better processor, or not processor, but video card. See if that helps. So we've been live for about 8 minutes now, and definitely not having an issue getting this stuff done real quick. 8 minutes for a garrison isn't too shabby, considering I have everything going except for my barn. The reason I don't do that is because I'm too lazy to go out and look at this, just building stack swamps. Thanks, Blizzard. 460 MS. Like when it registers right away, see? Streaming this has definitely added some time to the chores here because of the lag issues. that's one down. We're 13 minutes in, and the first minute was setting up the camera. So let's get number 2 down. Oh, I forgot to recap on what buildings I have on that last character. It's a farmer, miner, herbalist. So obviously I have a mine and an herb garden, just like I do in every character. But since he didn't have any crafting professions, I was able to double up on gold professions. The ones I'm referring to are jewel crafting and enchanting. So he gets a bunch of crystals, and then as well as the jewel crafting daily. Or not jewel crafting. He's got a bank and a forge. The bank is because he's my banker, my farmer. But I did, instead of doing jewel crafting, I went enchanting on him so I could disenchant gear. That's what it was. Some people may want to do both. I chose to go forge instead of jewel crafter. The reason I went forge instead of jewel crafter is because I figured, hell, if I'm going to be smelting stuff in, large quantities, I may as well have a forge right here in my garrison. And I do. Herbs are picked. Now to the mine. I'm telling you, if you do your herb garden every day and you do your garrison mine every day, you'll have enough materials to supply your characters with whatever you need to do. It's completely self-sufficient. I don't leave my garrison to farm anything. The only materials I need to buy, I buy from the vendors as I'm getting low. Once you think ahead, keep a stack of everything on hand like I do, it's real easy. I apologize about my garrison chores being, sporadic throughout different times of each day. The reason being is because I work a full-time job and I have a lot of extracurricular things going on in my life. So my playtimes are more realistic in the sense that I get on when I can get on, and if I have an hour or more to do the stream, I'll set aside some time and hook up the stream, get the stream done. As you can see, I've recently added the camera so everybody gets to watch me. This is only the second episode with the camera, which I'm really happy to be able to get you guys a face to the name. especially for my guild members. They should all see who their leader is. I didn't use a mining pick on this guy or coffees. I forgot to. That adds a minute to the process. See, y'all got me so distracted. Alright, this character's professions. As you can see, enchanting and jewel crafting. Right here, enchanting building. Right here, jewel crafting building. Like I've said in previous episodes, I've chose to do this. The more beneficial way for like the long haul, like the big picture, in the sense that I do professions on all my characters, so I make sure that I have profession buildings for all my characters to get all their recipes. Wedding bands is the only one that I choose not to do. I'm going to show you why. There's been times where I go to do this wedding band stuff, two glowing black rock bands. Well, two glowing black rock bands is 120 true iron ore at 1 gold, 73 silver each. You need more than 200 gold guaranteed to even break even. Ugh, excuse me there. To just break even. So I don't do that one. I would rather save my materials. So I'm just not gonna do it. That hasn't come up very much in the 9 days that I've been doing this. Or this is now the 10th episode, so that hasn't come up very much this daily. So it's not a big deal to me to just brush it off. I mean, I get about 200 gold on average out of that bag, but it's not worth it when I'm dumping that many mats. Usually the mats are significantly less, so we're just going to move on. But not until I do my enchanting daily. Let's see, we need to do some luminous shards. Let's do 20. Now I got all this dust from the vendor that when I had extra garrison resources, I just dropped, I dumped all my resources down to about 4K. So I got a good 4 or 5 stacks on every character. Now I'm slowly building my resources back up. Now we go to the farm. The Pandaren farm. a little recap on why I still do my Pandaren farm is I get more than enough materials to make a Sky Golem every 30 days, which coincidentally is when I need a token. So if I spend all my gold from my garrison buying a token, which I never do, I would definitely want to have some gold so I have a Sky Golem to sell. I also get tons of extra living steel, which I sell for about 300 gold each. That stuff adds up real quick. Alright. 2 down. 27 minutes. We're slowing down because of all the narration, I guess, but that's alright. I'm okay with narrating for you guys. I want you to know why I do things, not just, oh, do this, do that. That's like robot crap that you'd go through at a shit job. Alright, one more druid, then a hunter, then a mage. Now this druid's professions are inscription and alchemy, so I have an inscription building and an alchemy building. And then my third building, I went with enchanter's hut. I was farming mats for my guild, so I needed as many enchant mats as I could so I could have materials to do enchantments on patch days and when gear was released, all that stuff. Get as much of this frostweed as I can because I consumed quite a bit of it with an alchemist. Saves a bit of time mounting up between buildings. Or at least these ones back here. I know I got a mounting pick yesterday. I have 3 of them. Very nice. Alright. You guys can't see my chat log because my face is covering it. But an old friend just whispered me on, an old in-game friend, younger kid, just whispered me on battle tag. Alright, off to the profession buildings. Always keep your work orders going. I keep mine maxed. It's not hard to keep them maxed. When you're running low on something, you just go and get it. It's not like it costs you anything out of the auction house. Today's vendor is Rib Chewer. Rib Chewer is a fish guy, I believe. Yeah, no, meats. Meats and fish, it looks like. Nope, just fish. Yeah, the fish is cheapest from him. So if you need fish, you can get it from him. If you don't want to fish it yourself. The Alchemy Daily. transmutable steel. I have my trillium from last month's round, and then I sell the extras. I send what I need over, and then I sell the extras. I sell my extra living steel because I get one a day from this. I sell my extra trillium if I don't have enough motes to make spirits to do a proper daily, or to do a proper like full clear of them. And then you know, once the 30 days is up, I just post everything in the auction house. It's as simple as that. I mean, that stuff, that living steel sells so fast. It usually sells before I finish posting my auctions, actually. I think everybody uses it for transmog gear and mounts and pets and all sorts of crazy stuff. My chat logs are going nuts. Streaming live for about 38 minutes. It's not too shabby. I'm about to finish my third character in 38 minutes, completing everything, not shortcutting it. I love when I hit a button and it don't register until after the fact. It's like I'm trying to interrupt the cast, but I hit the button and it doesn't interrupt. And the thing that gets me is it's not consistent. It's different every time. Yeah, see, these things don't waste any time building stacks, though. minutes in, done with the 3 characters. Alright, character number 4. Goal is to be done before 11:15. It's 10:48 now, so. This character's professions are leatherworking and engineering. So I obviously have an engineering building because it's got an anvil. And I have a tannery or a leatherworking building. I need to get my patterns to make sure I was able to use my materials that I was getting from my, from my work orders every day. I'm not too sure what sells best off the leatherworker. I've tried to sell some bags. They don't seem to sell very well. So then I went with some boots and bracers and belts, stuff that doesn't have set bonuses and doesn't have BOAs that people could level with from 91 to 100 that gain experience. So those 3 items came to mind, and they sold fairly well. I'm not going to say they sold immediately, but they sold fairly well. And for a fair cost for the most part. Especially when we're talking about not knowing what to do with it, and all of a sudden you're raking in 800 to 1100 gold for every 50 that you use. At least at the time that I did last. Now down into the dungeon. I used to play music during my streams, but they started muting my audio. I guess they figure me paying for my music site isn't enough permission to use music, so. Whatever, if they want to be like that, that's fine with me. As the stream grows more popular, we'll do more Q&A. I'll pay more attention to the chat logs once there's always active followers on. I plan on doing a feral druid feed after this garrison feed, or maybe during, separate. Go over why I feel feral druids are so great, if you will, and then also go over my build and why I built my build the way I built it. I'll touch on points about why I think Claws of Shambhala is a pointless talent and people use it, and the only benefit is the versatility, which if you stack versatility everywhere else, it doesn't really matter that much. I think it's only like 3%. But everybody's like, oh, well, you can cast without shifting out of form. It's like, I can cast anyway. Even if I'm in a form, I can have that cast button on my hotbar and click it, and it'll automatically pull me out of form. And then I can shift right back into it. If I hear someone call out poly or hex, then I know to just shift back into cat form. So it's, I don't know. I think it's laziness. I think lazy people like Claws of Shambhala. Alright, first building up, tannery. Another enchanter study, because like I said, I do that on all my characters. I think it's the most profitable building. Next to then jewel crafting would be a close second. Can't forget to do the jars to kill your energy sources down here. Gotta do these one a day. I should have. Alright, I'm up to 11. I'm one ahead of myself. Excuse me. The reason I'm one ahead of myself is because there was 31 days last month. But I'll still do the full 30. I set myself enough bars to do 30. It's 10 per. You need 30. That's 300 bars. That's 600 ore. In an earlier episode, I touched on how I was getting tons of ore. This 36 ore is just 2 days, just this character. So let's divide that by, or multiply that by 15 since it's 2 days. Geez, I don't even have a calculator in front of me, so 36 times 15, that would be just one character. I'll just do this the old pen and paper way. 36 times 15, that's 30, 15, 18, 16, that's 6, that's 3, so that's 0. That's 540 ore just from this one character. So the other character is more than enough. That's why I only do it on 2. Also, you get more than enough trillium. Alright, now to the farm. I hear an ever so slight flutter in the background. I'm thinking it might be my air conditioner. Alright. 2 last sections. That's that. And one last tune to go. Alright, to the herb garden. That's what they like to call this place. about time. Pokey ass herb picker. Make sure this works. Sometimes I have to log out and back in, but it always works. Yep, it's working. So now we'll use a mining pick and 3 miners' coffees and go to town. Come on, I want to be done with this. Now to the profession buildings. So these professions are blacksmithing and tailoring. Obviously tailoring, I get like every other day I get to make a bag, or at least close to it. There's my enchanter study, like I have on all my characters. I prefer to disenchant my greens and such from questing, so anything from Warlords of Draenor can be disenchanted in there. Just about anything anyway. There's that, and let's do our dailies. Perfect. What are we up to? We're up to 458. So tomorrow we'll be able to make 5 bags instead of 4. Not bad for 10 days, huh? Earth to our last farm. And I think I'm gonna be done before 11:15. How long has the stream been going? We've been live for an hour and a minute. It's not too shabby. With a bunch of narration, taking my time, getting it down for you guys. I hope I'm answering all your questions as I do this. I wish there was a way that you guys can contact me outside of in-game mail or wherever it may be. You can contact me at horde_supremacists at yahoo.com. If you have any information, feedback, bad or good, I don't care. I want to hear it. Anything that'll help me make my stream better for everybody else, please. Don't hesitate to look me up, contact me, let me know your thoughts, especially if you're an experienced streamer. If you're an experienced streamer and you got tips and tricks and stuff that you don't mind handing out to people, I'd love to pick your brain, and I'd love for the help. You know, this is very new to me. This 30-day series is my first serious stream. I understand I can't do it exactly the same time every day like I would like to, but in the near future there may come a day where I can. So I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. That's my biggest thing that I have an issue with because of my work schedule. But when it comes to video quality, tips on settings, Q&A when it comes to anything that I'm working on that I'm explaining that you need answers about, anything along those lines, please contact me. horde_supremacists at yahoo.com. Let's get this farm going. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 is right here. And then number 8. It's early for me. I woke up extra hour or so before I needed to get to work or get ready for work, so. We got a wiggler. Alright, that's that. We're hearthing back. We're a minute and 5 minutes into the stream, or an hour and 5 minutes into the stream. I hope that everybody's learning something. I hope that I'm answering your questions like I was just saying. And, you know, if you like what you see and you want to see more, please follow the stream. I also am uploading all these videos to YouTube. So, the Horde Supremacist YouTube channel, feel free to look us up there as well. Alright, thank you and have a wonderful evening.